What's good, everybody? It's your girl Jakayla A, and I'm back with another video. These cute little tortoise curved nails. These are actually my nails. I just really wanted to do me a curve set, so I'm using Valentino Beauty Pure Bad and Bougie, and I basically cut the tips down. So these are the evil tips. They are on Amazon. They're already really thick and sturdy, but they're also very, very long. So I did have to go ahead and cut them down to a length that's manageable for me to wear on my left hand. I always wear something shorter on my right hand, but I'm gonna wear these on my left hand at some point. I don't know what point that's gonna be. But yeah, I just really wanted to do me a French tip, and I did not want it to be white. So I went with the tortoise shell. So that's two things that I'm gonna be able to show y'all in this video. Aside from the application, is how to do the tortoise design and how to make the 3D cherries that have been kind of popular and kind of going viral. A lot of people are doing 3D sculpted art, and it's not with acrylic. Like back in the day, they used to do 3D sculpted art with acrylic. Some people still do. I always see Zule use acrylic to do different 3D things, but some of the girls still use acrylic. But the molding gels are so easy to work with. So basically, I'm going in with my application. You always want to make sure that it's thicker towards the free edge of the press on, and it's more thinner towards the back where the cuticle is, because that's how you prevent shrinking press ons, is just having a thin application.
Fast when you do what you want. At this time, doing what I want. Hope you doing what you want. What you want? My new bitch look like Halle Berry, but she don't love me, she too scary. My old bitch fun like Jackie Brown. I wanna love her, she too down. Will you be my leading lady? I want a contract, girl, no maybe. In the meantime, I go where I want. Need some me time. Hope you know what you want. Crib by the beach like Odell. Over my killers don't tell. Shadow my mark of the New York the shelf. Now my bitch is to Chanel. Will you be my leading lady? I want a contract, girl, no maybe. In the meantime, I go where I want. Get some me time. You know what you want. Only been a few hours, but it feel like days. Only been days, but it feel like months. Been gone for a year, only know like once. Life move fast and you do what you want. In the meantime, I just not doing what I want. Get some me time. You doing what you want. In the meantime, I just not doing what I want. Get some me time. You doing what you want. Maybe I don't love myself, I don't know. Leave me here, I'll fuck myself. See me in the mirror, I duck myself. Don't need much, so fuck my wealth.
Tell me what you say now. Tell me what you said. You said that you would come again. You said that we would remain friends, but you know that I do not depend on nothing or no one. So why would you show up so uninvited? Just change my mind like that. Please don't take this personal, but you ain't shit and you weren't special till I made you so. You better act like you know that I've been through worse to you. I just can't keep running away. But I don't need you He one night I never listened, no. I should have figured though.
Y'all, this pissed me off so bad. I still got PTSD. Look at this. All of that product wasted. That really annoyed me so bad. No, I'm still pissed.
Can you focus on me? Baby, can you focus on me? Hands in the stove, how the faucet's running and I keep looking at you.
And here I am, done with the application, just looking at it, making sure that it looks pretty opaque, but not too thick. And I still have to file these quite a bit, but as you can see, they fit perfectly fine. I did not have any shrinkage happening, so it's you're able to make them thick enough, but not too thick. You just gotta practice. And here I am just showing y'all some of the filing techniques I use so that I could still keep the curve. Never go under that nail with the hand file. That is for E-file only, because you want to preserve the curve. You see where I'm rubbing my hand? I'm saying don't go there with the file, because you will ruin the curve. After they are filed to my liking, I go in with some base coat because we want a smooth design. I'm using these two jelly polishes that I got in a 6-piece kit off of Amazon. One is brown and one is orange. I'm going in with my liner brush. I use a 30mm liner brush from Michaels right up out of the nail, no, not the nail section. It's not a nail section in Michael's. Out of the art brush section, and I'm just using it for nails, but that's not the intended purpose. But it works perfectly fine. You do have to replace it after cleaning it so much, but it's, $5. It's like literally $5.50, something like that, less than $6. So worth it if you ask me. And I'm just going in and establishing my French smile line across all of them. I'll go back to make it perfect if it's not perfect, but I just want them to be as close or as similar in height or depth, if that makes sense, as I can. I want them to all be the same length. There you go. So I'm going in and I'm just filling in the rest of the polish. For my French, I'm making sure that if it's a big section, I just use the big brush, but sometimes you can't always do that. So just go in and fill it in with the liner brush. Just have patience, because you don't want to just continuously mess up like I be when I be impatient.
I better find your loving, I better find your heart. I better find your loving, I better find your heart. I better find your loving, I better find your heart. I bet if I give all my love, then nothing's gonna tear us apart.
Once it looked to my liking, I went ahead and cured for 60 seconds. And I actually did a second coat and cured for 60 seconds. So this is why this here looks darker. I did 2 coats. I just wanted to be a deeper complexion, and I thought I was recording that, but I wasn't, so I don't got the footage, but I did 2 coats. I'm going in with my blooming gel on all of the nails. You could really do it 1 nail at a time, but I work very quickly, so I just went in with my blooming gel on all of the nails, because by the time you do nail 1, nail 5 is like, dang, you just did it. And blooming gel works quickly. Basically, you put these spots or like patchy little abstract art on the nail, similar to like cow print, and it will bloom for you. That's the whole point of blooming gel. It is very loose, and it gives you an airbrush, very easily marbled feeling, and it just blurs the lines real pretty. So we're gonna do this in 2 layers. I got my blooming gel down on all 5, and I'm just giving them the time to actually bloom and for them to have like the depth with the print effect. After I like where it was at, I went ahead and cured it for 60 seconds. Now I'm going in with base coat. Base coat can also be used as a blooming gel. It just doesn't work nearly as quickly. So you really could take your time. I go back in with that same jelly brown color in the middle of the first spots that I put down, just to give it a little bit more depth of color. And it really just kind of sells the print a little bit better. But the base coat doesn't work to blur it out nearly as quick as the blooming gel, so you still get very pretty soft edges, but you maintain a lot of the pigment in the color that you wanted, if this makes sense. So that's why I say use the blooming gel first, and then for the second layer use the base coat.
But the one in front of the gun lives forever. The one in front of the gun forever.
I went ahead and cured that, and then I put top coat over all of the nails, because when we do the cherries, we want it to just be a surface very smooth. I think for the one with the cherries, since I had to go back over it with top coat, I could have probably skipped that one, but whatever, it still worked out. This is the molding gel that I get off of Amazon. It is non-stick, and I just grab a little bit of it, and I just try to make 2 little equal size balls to be the 2 cherries in the 3D nail art. I'm trying to shape them a little bit, but I put them in the lid just because I'm going to come back to it. So I grab a little bit more because I'm going to make the stem first and then put the cherries on top of the stem, and they'll kind of like hide it. That's the idea of it. So I go ahead and I just make a rope, like you want to literally rub it on a table, like this how I did it. And you want to make a thin rope. Just use your own eyeballs to eyeball how thick you want the stem to be. Look at the line weight, and then look at your nail and see how thick you want it to be. And then I put 2 little lines on there. I couldn't show that because it was off the frame, but I put them right on top of the nail. I love using this silicone tool. Something told me to pick this up, and it works very good for this. So if you ever got any of these in the package randomly, you know how they do, and you want to use it for something, this is what you use it for. So I just put them where I want them to be without curing them first. And then I put the 2 balls on top, and I'm going to make a little indentation in the top, because after I shape them and get them, looking real right, you see the vision, put a little indentation in the top so that it gives a little bit more cherries and not so much buoys, because that's what the vibes are. But you want it to look like cherries. So I just put that little crease at the top, and once you like where it's at and you cure it, it's stuck. Okay, so decide where you want it to be. You got endless amounts of time because it is non-stick. Okay, but once you cure it, it's over. I grabbed a little piece, just a random little piece, and I just attempted to mold a leaf. Think very similar motion to if you're doing an acrylic leaf, or if you did acrylic flowers and you wanted to add a leaf. Think of that type of motion. You could use this product in a very similar way, but unlike acrylic that dries over time, this doesn't. This doesn't dry until it cures in the light, just like gel polish. So I love this. Just think about all of the uses you could use this for. You could use this to create any type of shape, any type of design. Get real creative. So I'm just shaping the leaf to my liking, making sure that it's real cute, but it's on the nail, because that cuticle area will be annoying if it's not on the nail. And then I cured it once I liked it. I'm using red and green for the cherry and the stem. You can pause to see what colors I have. And I'm just here tapping on it so you can see that it's completely on there. I go in with this green for the stem. And I go in with a little bit more in the center for a little bit of depth. But you'll see that a little later. So you go in with just one coat and just try to get as much of the surface area, even a little bit on the sides as you can. If you need to clean up the base because you might slip, that's okay. That's perfectly fine. Just try to cover as much of that surface as you can.
Only been days, but it feel like months. Wake up for you, only know like once. Life move fast and you do what you want. In the meantime,
same for the red. Go ahead and fill in all of the surface, the whole entire ball of the whole cherry. Okay, go and fill it all in. You do want to turn the nail just like you see me doing. You want to turn it every which way. Don't forget the bottom. You're going to be pissed if you forget the bottom. You gotta get the whole thing.
Don't need much, so fuck my will. Tell me what you say now. Tell me what you said. You said that you would come again. You said that we would remain friends, but you know that I do not depend on nothing or no one. So why would you show up so uninvited? Then just change my mind like that. Please don't take this personal.
And after you like where it is, go ahead and cure it for 60 seconds. Then go in with another layer. And you can go ahead and cover any spots that you missed, or just make it more opaque. And make sure you get the sides. Yes, and the whole leaf. And it'll just make the leaf look darker. And then you go ahead and cure that. I mix some green and red together, and it started making this brownish, reddish. And I just wanted to use that to accentuate all of the accents to make it look like it's two cherries and not just some boobies. Okay, and the darker the color I used, the better it was for me. So you really, really, really want to use a dark brown. You want to put it in between that crease so it actually looks like two cherries sitting by each other. And then you want to go around the whole perimeter, and you want to go in the crease at the top, the indentation you made with the silicone picker, like the rhinestone picker. You want to go ahead and just do basically a full circle around each one. So that'll kind of highlight it, and it'll really look like it's two cherries sitting by each other. You see, instantly it kind of changed it. Add some depth to it, and it'll look a little bit more realistic. If you missed any spots, this is the time right now to go in and get them. Or if you feel like you need a second or a third coat on your polish, this is the time to go ahead before you do your top coat. And then you want to cure that again if you feel like you need a third coat. That's fine. Then I went in and I top coated just the cherry. It really wasn't even necessary to top coat everything because it was already top coated. And this is the look. It's simple, but the cherry is like popping out to me and the curve is eating. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.